The Hollywood Actor Podcast with Aleksandar Filimonovic, Part 3. I just wanted to find out
how you've been moving on since all these great successes, and how you're staying kind of like tied in with the community as you find like those more inner circles, the fabric of Los Angeles, how you stay healthy on a regular basis, and how you've been maybe writing and producing since the passing of Tom Petty.
So after I booked Dolemite, my phone started ringing an email more often with people I didn't know who were like various producers, writers, creators, and they were like, "Hey, listen, we sort of followed your story, or we heard from somebody, and we see you're making progress, and you're doing it on your own. So you sort of have that thing." And maybe you would be interested in taking a look at our projects and maybe representing them and like having like a part ownership or a lead role. So as I got a few of those and some projects were super interesting. I mean, there were some that were interesting that I decided not to pick up because I just don't want to take, you're a kid in a toy store, you want everything, but then you can't play with everything. So I decided to be sort of try and be like, balanced and sort of see the things that I can work with right now. And I picked a few like an adult animated sitcom that's won like a bunch, like 15 script awards. I picked up a feature animation. I picked up a couple of TV shows that are like still in development phase. So getting all these shows like under my roof right now, I formed a company called Witty Wolf Productions. Wolf is an ancient symbol of Serbia, so I wanted to sort of keep that with me. Wolf is loyal. Wolf can adapt. Like he changes his fur, but his moral codex always stays the same. And he might not be the strongest animal, meaning like lion or elephant, but wolf doesn't dance in a circus. And to me, that's super cool. So he plays by his own rules. And being that I consider myself super modest, as you can already tell, and witty, I decided to name him Witty Wolf. And under Witty Wolf now I have Oaksterdam, which is we just finished the pilot script, and we have a few other episodes ready, and about 30 episodes in concept, and everything is ready for actually pitching it to the super big guys, which we're in the process of right now. Selfie, the feature animation, is now optioned by a very big producer, and we are looking into getting that made. My medieval epic adventure, I want to do it in the style of Gladiator. I want to do it in the style of Braveheart. So that's super big, and because that's related to Serbian medieval history when we stopped Ottoman invasion of Europe, I really want to get it 100% perfect. So I'm not rushing with that one. I'm going slow because I really want a big budget for that, and I'm still not at the position to get it just like that, but I am working on it. And I've done a short movie with Deep Roy, who played Oompa Loompa, who played so many legendary Hollywood characters. He was in Star Wars, he was in Star Trek, in Indiana Jones, James Bond. He was everywhere, basically. And he's my neighbor, like a mile away from me in Santa Monica, and we met at a friend's dinner party, and we go out and party all the time. And he's the sweetest person in the world. Every morning, every night, he prays for all the people in the world, and not just for the good people, like people generally who pray for. He prays for everybody. So he's like such a sweetheart. He's true Oompa Loompa. Everybody loves him.
And you've been teaching with him as well, right?
Yes, we just had actually a trip to Miami where we were invited to host a seminar for actors at the Actory, CJ Bornacelli's workshop, and we had a great time. I loved Miami. It's alive 24 hours, like my hometown Belgrade, like I mentioned, like New York, and the weather is great. It wasn't too humid right now. But like the students, the chance to give back like so soon. Like my movie with Eddie Murphy came out on Netflix like, what is it now? Like 2 weeks ago. So like that it was a huge blessing, and just to see. And you know what? The best thing is that I didn't have to BS anybody. I didn't have to sit them and tell them, hey, you all can make it, and not believe it. I actually got to the point of really believing that everybody has it inside of them. And the key is to find out who you are, to dig deep, to be brave, to look who you are, and then just be that unique. Because if you think about any of our favorite movies and you think of your favorite actor doing it, but then if you think of some other great actor or actress, and if they had that role, they might have probably also done a good job. So it's not that, like this role was only meant for this person. Like they tend to dramatize it. No, just find your uniqueness. When you find it, you will attract, people will be, you will be magnetic because you will be unique. Find who you are, and then with that, just keep pushing until you find a spot to fill in. And that's how you become, that's anybody can make it in Hollywood as long as they're brave to be honest with themselves. That's what I truly believe. So the chance to say this to people and to see them smile and to talk for an hour and a half after the seminar with them, and to take pictures and to be told that they're so thankful to be inspired. Oh my God, like that's a dream come true. That's what I want to accomplish, So it was great. It was great, and I had fun with Deep. We play pranks all the time. Like we stopped by at some. I posted that video. We stopped by at some bar. Looked a little dodgy inside. So he came in, he was like looking left to right, like everybody's like smoking inside and like looking at it. And he's like, "Oh my God, I need to go to the restaurant." I'm like, "Yeah, man, go. We're gonna wait right here for you." So he's like, "Okay." So he goes. So my buddy and I, we go outside and we move the car from the parking lot. We move to the side, and I take my phone out and I'm filming from above the van. As Deep comes out and he's looking left and right, and he's like, "Oh my God!"
Like
so he's like running around for 40 seconds, wondering who's gonna nab him. And then I come out and he's like, "Man, come on, what the?" So yeah, like it's a great experience. And like I said, like at this point where I'm at, where I did my first movie. I still can't buy my Lamborghini, so I'm kind of having to deal with that. But the fact that I'm not afraid to work. I'm not afraid to go back to jobs that are necessary for me to survive. But I think that whole fact that I'm at peace with it, that I accepted that, actually is sort of keeping that away because I'm having more and more options come my way, and just
within the entertainment industry,
within the entertainment.
Pushing forward with your production company. And are you still taking acting classes yourself?
No, I'm not. Not that I'm against it, but it's like, oh my God, I hope my literature teacher doesn't hear this, but I stopped reading quite a while ago. Not necessarily everything, obviously scripts and stuff, but book-wise, I maybe read like 1 or 2 books a year right now. I was reading a lot. Like I loved Shakespeare so much. I was reading a lot, and a lot of generally in self-help books and traditional literature. Then at one point, about 10 years ago, when I read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Eckhart Tolle, I love that one.
Yes. I just found everything that I needed, honestly. I just felt at peace. I realized what I was looking for. I found the explanations to why the mind operates how it operates. And I just felt
and using it more as a tool, right? And putting it down, putting it aside. Don't let it run you.
Exactly. So a little metaphor that I got from Eckhart is that when I tell people about the book is like, imagine a mind is a tool, exactly a sword in this jungle of life. You use it, you cut down, the bushes and stuff to make your house, whatever. You fend off the animals, and then you put it down and you live. You be present. You put down the mind. So I found the metaphors I needed in that book. So honestly, I don't feel the need to search for more. I'm open, but I'm busy now in other directions. Like I'm reading scripts, I'm reading, I'm watching movies, I'm talking to people, I'm trying to be present, and just
you can't consume all the time. You have to leave a little bit of space for you to create, be a little bit more mindful, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've read a lot before. Trust me, I've read enough for more than a couple of lifetimes of people who generally read. But I'm taking a break now. So
yeah. Well, and how do you stay healthy when you're in Hollywood as well? Because you have all these professional pursuits. Is there anything you're keeping up with karate or anything that really helps ground you on a weekly basis?
I was first. I've been here 4 years now since I came back. First couple of years I was going 10 years ago, when I used to live here for 1 year, I went to Extreme Martial Arts, XMA, Mike Chad's North Hollywood abode dojo, where Mike Chad was one of the Power Rangers, and he's a serious, like super high, I'm not sure which degree, but like 7th, 8th degree black belt, maybe, I don't know, in Taekwondo. And he was the
Wow.
youngest guy to be admitted in Black Belt Martial Arts
Ah.
Hall of Fame. So he's a big name, and he teaches a lot of Hollywood kids primarily, but also adults who are into stunts, who are into martial arts. And I was training with him. I'm 6'4" and doing a flip at the somersault at
Oh my God.
6'4", it's a little
jump
scary.
pretty high.
Yeah, you got to jump high, and it's scary because my head is like up higher from the ground. So it's kind of, I don't know. But I was training with him 10 years ago, and then for the first 2 years when I came back, I was also training with him. We also do a lot of weapon work, like nunchucks, like bow staff, swords, and everything, which I love. I also grew up on Van Damme's movies as well. And doing all that, I was also going to the gym. Basically, I was trying to maintain everything: soccer skills, fitness, look good, to be fast, to be agile, to do martial arts. I had 11 to 15 trainings a week, and having to Uber and man, that was draining me. So I would end up going to auditions, and my face would just look drained. I would smile, but when your eyes aren't smiling, and you just look tired. So I had to cut it down, and I realized I've been training martial arts since I was a kid, even parallel to soccer before I quit soccer. So, I mean, I can bring it back. I don't have to do it now. All I need is, like you said, to be fit. And I was going to Gold's Gym for a while. Right now, I sort of moved to Equinox just to extend my networking, and,
Sure.
It's also a popular gym. So I go 3 times a week, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, to the gym, and then I either do the circuit, or I do specific upper or lower body parts. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I tend to do something more cardio. I was a soccer player, so I generally have good stamina. I don't need to work on it so much, but just to keep it up there once or twice a week, I either play soccer or I go swimming, or And
Yeah,
I'm
you're used to
always
such an active lifestyle, so you're trying to find that and fit that into those new schedules.
Absolutely. But now for me, honestly, and I am a little older now, so now for me, it makes more sense and it's more beneficial to train less. Not to stop training, but to train less. Not to overburden. They say Floyd Mayweather is preparing for the last 6 months for this fight. Yeah, to get $150 million. That's a motivation, or even 50,000, whatever. But when you're training for 30 years, extremely training 2-3 times a day, and not for anything specific, it kind of takes a toll on your mind. So I decided to just take a break from it, so it doesn't stress me out. And I've got a lot of free time, and I learned that the old saying, people who are busy, they always find time for you, is true. Because the more you work, the more you're actually organized, and more you can fit in everything. If you keep,
It sounds like you're very well balanced. Yeah.
Well, I finally came to that position, and I'm thankful also for your support, and for this podcast also. I hope this sort of messages that I'm trying to send reach out, and put smile, and bring back faith to whoever might be feeling down. And it's temporary. Life is temporary. We don't know. Our mind can never figure out why we're here. It's a processor. It's more evolved than humans tens of thousands of years before us, and less than those coming after us. So it's just a process. It cannot understand, if you look at your nail, you can't understand the number of molecules or atoms in it, not to mention the infinite universe around us and how all those atoms will bounce around and what it will lead to. So we just really need to use this mind as a tool to try and be positive, but to keep living and to follow that inner sort of voice and feeling of why we are here, what we want to do. And then, after this life, because we're all passing away to go somewhere else. By the way, infinite death, forget it. It doesn't exist. We wouldn't exist if infinite death was present. So there is a reason why we're here. And I believe that reason is to follow that voice inside, because we all hear it so strongly. It's right there. And people who do that, they will be happy, and they will find a way to make it. So I truly believe that. I didn't decide to believe that because it sounded better. I just came to the fact after facing all those horrible possibilities that, oh my God, this world makes no sense, this, that, the soccer makes no sense, the life makes no sense, there's evil, there's this, that. After facing all of that, the truth came out, to that voice inside sounded always peaceful and warm, and, like it knows the best. So I advise everybody to follow your heart.
Thanks for listening to the Hollywood Actor Podcast. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, and share.